These are the details of Ansan Delhi. We have the passport. We have submitted it to those who need to know, and reports and documentation is being done. We don't do things by sitting out and insulting people. We are doing documentation. Lawyers here, lawyers there. Put the document together, file it, and let's see what happens. These criminals sitting down say you're a doctor. A lot of NDC high-profile people are very angry with this criminal. The other day, somebody was talking to me. When the NDC people were giving me this information, somebody talked to me and said, but don't you know that A+ works with them? I said, A+? They said, but you don't know. How dare you cannot even read one sentence of law? You don't know anything. Your last education was SS2. Then you come and threaten a judge. This guy who says that he controls the whole of Ghana because NDC are in power. He controls the whole of Ghana, sits in America, and is bragging to people that he has called Justice Bafoboni, the acting Chief Justice. I cannot believe it. You sit in America, you compare yourself to Mimidak. Your head is empty. Block empty head, totally empty. This man sitting there with SS2 degree certificate, empty, block-headed. You tell the government of Ghana that a woman with such, and the woman is not even a man, a woman with such distinguished quality should be sacked because you sit in the basement of your Obroni wife and you are telling us that we should sack Mimidako. You, with your blockhead.
Coco TVGH. Ope bibia wa santimem. Say news, say sports, say entertainment. Bibiara. Wa santimai. Coco TVGH. I'm telling you, ole logo. Jenny Egbe your Coco TVGH. Barobagba Coco TVGH. No size. Egbe. G.
So, we have been telling you, viewers, that we are looking at this Ansan Delhi scandal really well. Yeah, this is a Callisto's letter. Okay, so let's start with the Callisto's letter. And it's written in 23rd May. It says that revocation of appointments and replacements to the board of the National Health Insurance Authority. I write to inform you that the President of the Republic has, with immediate effect, revoked the appointment of Ansan Delhi as a member of the board of the National Health Insurance Authority. The President has nominated Professor Dr. Med Ernest York to replace her as the member of the board. Kindly take the necessary steps to facilitate the swearing in of Professor York, and please accept the assurances of the highest consideration of His Excellency the President of the Republic. Is signed by Callistus Mahama. This was the saving grace letter that the government moved very swiftly to cut off this blackmailer criminal called Ansan Delhi, who works together with the fugitive sitting at the basement, blackmailing people and offering the opposition a platform, which the opposition really took. That's okay. And they come to government, and two of them want to control government. So slip her to NHIL to come and steal, blackmail, kill, destroy people. That's what she was coming to do there. That criminal of a lady, she'll be found out very soon. Now, what have we found? So far, we have now gotten the details of her passport, and we are submitting everything to the authorities. Now, this is her passport. This is Ansan Delhi's US passport. So her passport number is 6466068892. That's her passport number. The name is, surname is Delhi. Given names is Ansansa. The nationality, United States of America. Date of birth, 16th August 1986. But I don't believe that. Given this, their criminal behavior, is that her date of birth? This is criminals. She and the guy, they are criminals. They are thieves. Is that her date of birth? Do we know? People are telling me that. No. Date of issue of the passport, which will definitely be correct, 13 January 2020. And the date of expiration is 12 January 2030. 10-year passport. These are the details of Ansan Delhi. We have the passport. We have submitted it to those who need to know, and reports and documentation is being done. We don't do things by sitting out and insulting people. We are doing documentation. Lawyers here, lawyers there. Put the document together, file it, and let's see what happens. These criminals sitting down say you're a doctor, and you come and sit on television and you are doing television program, and you get near the presidential candidate and tell him you're a doctor. You get near NDC people, and viewers, you know why I'm animated? A lot of NDC high-profile people are very angry with this criminal and the useless behavior that they put up. They are so angry that, so she was never a doctor, and she came here and told all of us that she's a doctor, and the guy also knew. We said they knew. And they are telling me that these are high-profile people in Jubilee House. The high-profile who she has blackmailed in Jubilee. They are there, and they are all very angry. That why will the government, why the Council of State, what is this? And they are not treating this as an MPP NDC matter. They think this is a criminal who must face the books. And a lot is coming out. People are coming from their hosts and saying, oh, Me Too. It's become a Me Too movement. This criminal's behavior. Now we have more videos. We have now got the relationship between herself, her old man, how she apologized and begged, the videos and how she was begged. Everything is available. Once we deal with the people who are doing it, then we can put it out publicly. Because this is a public service work. We will not allow it to happen in Ghana again. And I'm hearing that there are so many people with degrees that are questionable. We are working on it. Some Tanko guys, he's now threatening people. We are going to deal with all of that. All of that we are going to deal. You can't come and lie to the president that I have a degree, so put me here, and the president puts you. That's not going to happen. It didn't used to happen. We don't want it to start. We don't want that creeping culture. In other countries, it's there. We hear it in other countries all the time. We don't have that here. We don't want criminals like this to bring this here. So we have already submitted this to those who need to know. This is the passport number 646606892. Surname is Delhi. Given names is Ansansa. Nationality is United States of America. Date of birth, which I really doubt, is 16th August 1986. That makes it how old? I really doubt it because these people are criminals. Date of issue is 13 January and date of expiration is 12 January. This is such a criminal. Criminal. That's what they do. The other day, somebody was talking to me. When the NDC people were giving me this information, somebody talked to me and said, but don't you know that A+ works with them? I said, A+? They said, but you don't know. A+ is the one who gives the guy also information. He said, but your information, the one they're talking about, it is A+. Didn't you see what A+ said? He said that the only person to attack is this, and then the next day, it is A+. I said, it makes sense. That is why blackmail is the way they work. A+ to another blackmailer. You come and sit on TV and say that I was doing a public service work, and then your boss, Zoom Lion, he called me, and he paid me money. Look at such empty head in parliament. He paid me money. And then I stopped. You see, I said sanitation must be decentralized. And he didn't even write that article. If you read that article, A+ cannot write that article. He can't. So we know who wrote it. You read it, you can tell the language. We know who wrote it. I started. A+ says a Zoom Lion decentralized. Then he paid me money. So when I heard that A+ works with these people, I believed it because he's also another blackmailer. Parliament has started. We are going to file. See this video.
Boys sikidie, or boys guess, or boy guess, or a guess, and you more, no, or if you question the sim, no, now, or boy, there was some catch them, more possible per manpower, or so as a big catch them.
Jamaican say, or boys, back up,
yes.
A bini hobby.
Guess, Papa.
Millions a whoop a guess now, almost a fano, a woman. Let's have what I'm and yet there be a Jane call. A year power be tamechi. Cocoa drop, papa. Say whoop a cocoa drop, papa. Bra power. Cocoa president. Or no, I never mount power. I would have power guess. Mobiatias, yes, Cocoa president. The Oswald Betamechi. The Bobby Chidom. I'm a metimiari afu akwa wi.
Me mo die mu dende de etima ne kese no.
Sa.
Emu be edu.
Me si afu wi. Oba bi awo ba bi ano. Jina yie.
Wo de besra ho.
Esanse me.
Sa.
Me body pow.
Kese ba.
Ayire o. Die bi ya ma yire.
Ese me mo de besra ho.
Die bi kan me ba.
Besra ho. Mama de be mu ye tane.
Ye tutie koko afiwe ye tutie koko president wadia ye tutie koko.
Put it on TV. I'll come back to this thing. Put it on TV. A+. Who? What corner was a young amount 250? He said a lot. What could Jiska? And this Sika that you are talking about, you say you're MPP. The money is being given to parliamentarians. So why are you not talking about the MPP parliamentarians? Okay. See me, I'm street and I'm so bad.
Yeah.
When he did that thing, I didn't respond. I just left him. Then on Monday, and Paul, listen carefully. I started waste management must be decentralized. Because it is Zuma who owns Metro TV. So if you use Metro TV to do that one. And after he did all of that, I started waste management must be decentralized because I wanted to attack his boss, Zoom Lion. And I spent time. You see where all the youth employment issues are going? Yeah, me, I will have time. Me, I will deal with you. His boss called me. Look, Zoom Lion, he called me so many times I was not picking his phone. He called me. Everybody in this country was calling me. Zoom line wants to talk to you. I was not picking. And Paul, ask your boss that the time he met me, what happened? Me, I won't sue you for defamation, no. By your boss. You should have stopped the waste management. You should have stopped. Because his boss paid me for his misbehavior on Metro TV. Your boss paid me.
How much? Because the way you're saying pay,
Yeah,
like
good money to stop writing about him on social media. I'm telling you, this is Kwame Plus. Me, I'm a brutal guy.
Why is Okatakyie Afrifa here? He's won a significant victory in the court. He was sued for defamation by a person who should not even be talking about defamation, given all what is happening. But that's okay. Ghana is a democracy. Everyone can sue, can they? So he was sued for defamation, and he won the defamation case. The defamation suit was dismissed. And then comes this fugitive from justice sitting in America, putting on posts threatening the judge, threatens the judge that Justice Elfrida Ami Denchi of General Jurisdiction 5, please sit up. How dare you cannot even read one sentence of law? You don't know anything. Your last education was SS2. Then you come and threaten a judge. It's the same thing he did, and he threatened the justice. He showed contempt to Justice Chebafo, and the contempt is waiting for him, and that's why he comes to Ghana, he has to run away. Now he's threatening a judge, a female judge for that matter. Look at you. You achieved nothing. You are empty-head. You will not admire a female judge so that the young woman in Ghana will see you are threatening a female judge. Let me see the photograph of the judge and let's hear what we are hearing tonight. We are hearing Justice Bafuboni, who is the acting Chief Justice. My Lord, we are hearing that this guy has threatened you and called you to threaten you that you should discipline Justice Elfrida Denchi of the General Jurisdiction 5, a female judge who has today dismissed a defamation application brought by somebody who this guy is interested in. And the judge dismissed the application completely in favor of Okatakyie Afrifa. This was a defamation in Accra High Court. And this guy who says that he controls the whole of Ghana because NDC are in power, he controls the whole of Ghana, sits in America, and is bragging to people that he has called Justice Bafuboni, the acting Chief Justice. I cannot believe it. I don't believe it. But he says that he has phoned Justice Bafuboni and threatened Justice Bafuboni, and Justice Bafuboni has responded to the fact that Justice Elfrida Denchi of the General Jurisdiction will be disciplined. My goodness. My goodness. I don't understand that. I don't believe it. I know Justice Bafuboni somewhat. I don't think he's malleable to some of these things. I don't think so. But this is the story making the rounds in media houses tonight. That, hey, Charlie, the guy says he's called Justice Bafuboni. He's threatened people in Jubilee House. He's threatened everybody. And so Justice Bafuboni is going to take disciplinary action against Justice Elfrida Denchi. Elfrida Denchi, nobody will take disciplinary action against you for coming to a judicial decision. What does that mean? What is Ghana becoming off to? What's happening? Why should somebody...
Hey, Ras, Nini, champion, why? Now, me because I'm a bit sitting on Boko, and I'm saying, seven man of coin. Now, more will follow me, more will Tomadru. A man of Karabiache, or no, ni Madru, or me said, me cocoa and penidia. Kwame first two cocoa manea cono. Me took a bit to hold on, I was same to me, dear. And there was Nene. I be your father home. And I said, I will catch it all.
We also know Chief for St. Paco, and President, Marco, my penny. What I say, two cocoa, my wow, to be to the coffee for bumpers. Coco President, why power? What a friend. It is a cocoa issue. You have a case on Home Minister. Oh, David. What can someone who has some of David. And I use committees where David. It's you are Nina President. That's it. We need to be all a friend and number. That's a Bema power person, Bema, you do. Now, person, Bema, who to the bedroom and everything. Oh, boy. And I really want to
bye-bye. His last level of education was SS2. There's no problem with that. You can finish at SS1 and become somebody great. There's no problem with that. But it just means that you don't have expertise in a certain area. You can have expertise in another area. Your last education was SS2. And then you come and threaten a female judge that he has dismissed an application brought by your relative against Okatakyie Afrifa. So you are threatening her that she will be sacked, and you put a Facebook and tell her to sit up. You are not even embarrassed. You criminal blackmailing people. You are threatening a judge. You, the same person who has a contempt sitting against you, Justice Bafuboni knows that. This guy has a contempt application in Chebafo's court to answer. Chebafo is a court of appeal judge. On that occasion, he sat as an additional high court judge. And Justice Bafoboni knows that Che Bafo has a contempt application against this fugitive from justice. It is for that reason that some of the NDC ministers told him when he first came, I understand he's come a second time, told him when he first came that, look, this guy has to leave because there's a contempt application in Justice Che Bafo's court. I understand that Duji Tamaklo and Nana Tudazi have been trying hard to find a way around it. But tonight he says that he's threatened Justice Bafoboni and told Justice Bafoboni what to do. That's what he said. He has told Justice Bafoboni what to do. And so Justice Elfreda Denchi of the High Court, General Jurisdiction 5, will be disciplined and will be punished. We should not sit down for that to happen. We will not sit down for that to happen. That's not going to happen. Let's switch over. You see, the reason why I believe that's not going to happen is because of this photograph. That is why I believe that Justice Bafoboni will not respond to any such. And that's why I have a glimmer of hope that this empty head does not control any government appointee. You can do politics, you can be friends with politicians, but in terms of control, you need a bit of experience, expertise, and intellect. That a person who has finished SSS2 as his last point of education, who is an avowed blackmailer, goes around blackmailing people, says untruths. You heard Okatakyie Afrifa when he came here. He fashions something that's untrue. He doesn't do any journalism of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. No, nothing like that. Just, oh, this man is married to this one, he has done this one, that kind of journalism. Well, that's fine. People want to watch. It's okay. But these are not people who should be allowed to control the movement of government machinery. They shouldn't be allowed because they don't have any expertise in that regard. Governments don't work with blackmail. Government work with policy. So I'm happy about this photograph because this guy sitting in America said that Mimi Darko should be sacked. And I am happy that Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, the foreign minister, Minta Akando, the health minister, did not listen to such balderdash. They don't listen to such balderdash, such empty talk and empty head talk. You sit in America, you compare yourself to Mimi Darko, your head is empty, block empty head, totally empty. And then you talk about Mimi Darko, who has spent all her life. Mimi Darko has spent all her life as a pharmacist working at the FDA. She comes from a good stock. Anybody who knows it can check. Mimi Darko comes from very good stock. And Mimi Darko goes to school at KNUST, finishes her pharmacy degree, and dedicates her life to a public service in that regard. And she has worked throughout the place, risen through the ranks, and became managing director appointed by Akufo-Addo. He sat there and said, oh, she's appointed by Akufo-Addo, sack her. And I'm giving Julius Deborah 5 minutes. If he doesn't sack Mimi Darko, I am happy that sensible ministers and people who come to government and understand that, look, government is not about empty talk. Government is not balderdash. Government is not blackmailing people with Ansan Delhi. Go and tell him, go and do this with him. Send him a picture. Tell him that I'll put it on my TV if he doesn't pay you. And then they blackmail people. That's not how governments work. Oh. Governments don't work like that. So I'm happy that the Honorable Ministry of Health Ghana posted, the Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando, Minister for Health and Member of Parliament, has led a delegation to secure the appointment of Dr. Delis Mimi Darko, Chief Executive Officer of the Food and Drugs Authority, as the Director General of the African Medicines Agency during the ongoing second ordinary session of the Conference of State Parties in Kigali, Rwanda. Foreign Minister gave his support. They lobbied for her. This is how governments work, not with empty heads sitting in some basement talking and blackmailing people. This is how governments work. He sat there and was giving people 5 minutes, 2 days, sack Mimi Darko. Look at where Mimi Darko is. She has been elected as the Director General of the African Medicines Agency. This man sitting there with SS2 degree certificate, empty, block-headed. You tell the government of Ghana that a woman with such, and a woman, it's not even a man, a woman with such distinguished quality should be sacked because you sit in the basement of your Obroni wife and you are telling us that we should sack Mimi Darko. You, with your blockhead, empty, nothing, you can't read and write anything, just insulting people. That's all he knows how to do, insulting and creating phantom stories that don't exist. That kind of thing. Blockhead. No. Does anyone want his son to be like that? He should ask himself. That when people watch you, do they want their 15-year-old son to stop school at SS2 and leave? Is that what people want? They look at this guy and you want your son to be like that? He finished SS2, goes to hang around, goes to marry a certificate, gets to a basement and starts insulting people, and because of political temperature, he gets some semblance of people are listening because there's political temperature. That shouldn't be the case. That's not how Ghana is built. I'm delighted about this photograph. It means so much. It means so much to the governance system of Ghana. It means so much to the forward march of Ghana's government. because Mimi Darko was truly appointed by Akufo-Addo. Yes, he was. But here is such a distinguished lady that every country will want her to be part of that country. Every country will want it. So President Mahama arrives, and Mimi Darko has, her parents are MPP, her in-laws are MPP. They are very, very MPP. Her father was an MPP member of parliament in Buzia's time. KG Osei-Bonsu was a member of parliament in 1969 for the Progress Party. KG Osei-Bonsu, that's Mimi Darko's father. KG Osei-Bonsu was also a member of parliament in 1979, one of Kufuor's best friends. He is a die-in-the-wool UP man. That's her father. She's married to the Darkos, who are also by and large UP, but they are not political, they are business people. And so she's truly MPP. But she has been a Food and Drugs Board all her life, distinguished herself in every capacity, from manager, administrative manager to director, and eventually Akufo-Addo appointed her. And then this guy sits in America, oh, John Mahama has come to power, sack her, sack her. You look at his empty head. Look at his empty head talking. Empty head. Look at his empty head talking. Now Mimi Darko is here. And Ablakwa is a foreign minister, the Heminta Akando, and President Mahama certainly knows about this. President Mahama knows that, look, Mimi is in pole position to become the Director General of African Medicine. Let's push her. Let's help her get it. Let's help her get it. Haven't we been in this country when President Kufuor helped Ambassador Spielgabra to secure a job at the Commonwealth Center?
I was for Adam Kunyu. Share, I'm not sure who they come as a social media, TV there. A whole the question. Yeah. Now, and then or Hassan was a more or some country.
I'm crying yet to 10 years. I thought that we thought I'm an auntie. I don't know. Adam Ko, Adam Huridiana Coco, dear. I'm Rita. Name of my boss at Chodia. I do Coco President Bacope. One of us I yet. Ted Ganimuso go. Then we rehearse I can see Madame no country. When I'm ready to chase was Rupilla. Papa, I did Coco President. Nama baby hair, may Betty Madru. Oh, but what your mouth? Numbers so many of premium source. Yes, because 3.3 goals there. So when Nadia overcome relegation, no relegation today. I need my 3 points, my 3 goals. What's so bad, dear?